Hey everyone, Ruthie here, and welcome to Life with Ruthie. Where I'm sharing all my tips, tricks, hacks, and recommendations for you moms where it comes to motherhood, and raising toddlers, breastfeeding, registry, etc. And I'm really excited because today is officially my very first YouTube video. So I hope you like this information. If you do, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. There's lots more exciting content coming your way. But today I'm sharing all my registry must-haves with you all. Everything that it's in this video, of course I have, but don't get me wrong, there's many other items that I have that make my life easier, or what I call nice to haves, but I really tried to narrow this list down. I think there's like 20 or so items, maybe 25, but I hope you stick around and see what they're all about, and I hope you enjoy. Now, in reality, babies don't need a lot. They need, number one, to be fed, so whatever food you're gonna give them, whether it's breast milk or formula. Number two, they just need to be kept warm and dry, usually in some kind of diaper form and some clothing. Number three, they need a safe place to sleep. And lastly, they need you. They need your love, your cuddles. There's a reason babies smell so good and all we want to do is hold them, because they need that human contact just as much as we love to hold them and snuggle them. So those are really the main things that baby needs. But there are a few items that I feel like for each of those categories make it either possible to do those things or significantly easier. So I've broken this video out into those areas, and I'll actually link below the time spot. So if you're interested in feedings or sleep, you can kind of jump straight to that. In this list, I'm primarily focusing on kind of ages 0 to 6 months because I've seen that people tend to register in that range. So I'm not including things here about like solids or once your baby's ready to walk or anything like that. So I'm kind of really focusing on that 0 to 6 month range. But if you are interested in kind of further, let me know. Those videos are definitely coming. So I'm editing this video and realizing it's going to be a really long video, so I'm making this a two-parter. Today is going to be part one of my registry must-haves, where I'm going to focus primarily on kind of items for feeding and get your baby fed, as well as bath time and diaper changes. And then next week is going to be part two, where I'm going to chat all about sleep and items that you need on the go. So make sure you tune into that. As I said, the number one thing your baby needs is food. The baby needs nutrients in order to grow, thrive, and survive. Now, number one people think about is bottles. Now, there's so many different types of bottles, but you really don't know what your baby will like. My tip is actually don't register for bottles. However, in each registry packet, a lot of times they will include a bottle. So they might include a Dr. Brown bottle, or I got this bottle recently, or any kind of other bottles. So I say do your registry, get those free gifts, get a collection of bottles, try them out, and then maybe register for a few. The ones I've really liked, if you are curious, is kind of the Dr. Brown. This vent really helps relieve some of that gas, as well as this one is kind of a recent one that we've enjoyed. So those are the bottles I like. I don't like anything fancy. I'm also primarily nursing my baby, so he's only getting maybe a bottle a day, maybe every other day. So there's not too many bottles involved. But I'll have many more videos talking all about the logistics, but my rule is don't put a bottle. Now, I think this might be a stretch on the must, but I'm gonna go ahead and include it. This is a drying rack. Anything related to feeding, you're gonna be washing a lot of things, whether it's pump parts, bottles, spoons, whatever it might be. And it's really nice to have a nice drying rack where you can safely kind of let those items air dry. Most of the things you don't want to dishwash. And so I like this one specifically. It has a grass. I think it comes in multiple colors now, but the idea is that any item can rest on it. So it's not like one of those where only a few bottles or a few nipples or a few pacifiers. It's kind of any bottle. So I really like it, and it's super easy to clean, and it doesn't look terrible on your counter. And then my 5-in-1 changing cover or nursing cover. So here's a video of me kind of showing you all the different ways that you can put it on. Whether you're nursing, you can kind of take one arm out from one side and the other, as well as use it as a car seat cover, a blanket for your baby. It's definitely one of my must-haves, whether you are nursing, but also just on the go. It's really, the car seat cover is like stellar. And then lastly, burp cloth. You're gonna find a trend. I kind of have burp cloths in a lot of my videos, and my babies don't even spit up that much, but they still do. Trust me, you don't wanna be without one when that happens. So get yourself some burp cloths. But those are really what I'm gonna include in kind of the feeding area when it comes to your registry. He is really enjoying it. Can you say hi, friends? Hi. Oh, that was close enough. So babies just need to be warm, especially in the beginning. You can't control their body temperature, so they just need to be snuggled and dressed warmly. And then, of course, with that, we need to keep them clean and dry. Now, when it comes to warmth, people mostly think blankets and clothing. Do not, I repeat, do not put those items on your registry. People love to pick up baby clothes and they love to pick out blankets or maybe make you one. Don't put it on the registry. Let your friends and family get creative and pick out what they want. Most of the time you'll be pleasantly surprised and enjoy it. Now, if you're a mom who want your kids to be dressed in a particular way, you might want to include a few items. But in general, I found that I really enjoy letting people go free in kind of the blanket and clothing category. So I didn't include that on my registry must-haves. But I do have a few items in that category. First, let's talk diapers. I keep it pretty simple. I'm still a Pampers Swaddle type of diapers. These are the diapers I always get in the hospital, and so I figure if that's what they use on newborn babies, it's probably good. So I stick with these. I found that they leak the least, and I really like the sizing. I've tried other diapers in the past, and they just didn't hold up. Mommy tip for you: if you're seeing that your baby is blowing out multiple times, so every single diaper change or every few diaper changes, just go up a size. It's time. Trust me, the weights on this boxes are really approximation, and my son, who's only 3 months old, he's actually been moving up much faster than my daughter ever did. When in doubt, just go up a size. Along with diapers, we're gonna want some wipes. I like the Honest wipes. I kind of get a package of these. I just like how they feel. They're pretty thick. They're not too wet. I will say I love water wipes for sticky messes. So I use those downstairs actually for my daughter primarily. Anytime she eats, I clean her hands with it, I clean her face with it. I like those for that. I've noticed that they're a little too wet for me personally when I do diaper change. So for that, I like the Honest wipes, but like I said, for feeding and things like that, I use the water wipes. And lastly, with diapers, you want a diaper cream. Now, I've tried many different ones, and honestly, this guy is it. Anytime you have a diaper rash, and I've gone to the pediatrician, I'm like, hey, it doesn't seem to be going away. All they do is recommend this stuff, and they say, frost it like a cupcake. Whenever I see a little bit of a red, I just frost it like a cupcake. This stuff really does work. You are gonna wanna give some baths every once in a while. Newborn babies especially don't need baths that often, and they probably won't like it too much. Now, there's tons of baths out there on the market, but honestly, this is my go-to. Let me back up. Honestly, this is my go-to. First of all, super light, like it doesn't even weigh anything. Has a little hook that you can hang it. It just goes straight into a bathtub or a sink, and then it has this like really, I don't know, rubbery material that the baby just kind of lays in. And this is all you need. I use this up until the age that they can sit in a bathtub all by themselves. And this is still the same one that we've used for my daughter. So we've had this almost 2.5 years, and there's nothing on it. No mold, nothing. It's like the easiest thing to clean. It's fantastic. And it's like, I don't know, 20 bucks. It's really inexpensive. So don't go with those fancy bathtubs, because honestly, you have to find a place to store them later. And a lot of the ones with material, I think get really gross. And so just get yourself something super simple, light, easy to travel if you need to travel with it. This is the way to go. Again, this is a must-have, so I'm not including any of those hooded towels or anything like that, because those are nice to have. Any towel will work. It doesn't need to have a hood, but you probably want some kind of baby shampoo. You see me, I kind of use a lot of Honest products, and it's just something I like all the ones that are fragrance-free. My kids tend to have sensitive skin, so just like a simple shampoo. This is shampoo and body wash, just like one thing. You don't need anything else. But I will say, for washing them, I have found these things the best. I've tried tried washcloths, I've tried anything else, but these kind of sponges are fantastic. You just need one little bit and they lather so well. It lets you get the baby clean everywhere, head to toe. These are really the way to go, and then they dry nicely. After a bath, I like to just slather my baby in some coconut oil and some kind of lotion, a warm pajama on them, give them some cuddles, and you're good to go. Along those same lines of kind of bath care, baby nails, man, they are like weapons. They get so sharp so fast. I swear, it's like claws coming at you every single day. I am terrified to clip them. Even still, for my 2-year-old toddler, I'm terrified. So I use one of these nifty little nail filer, and you just kind of file the nail. You can't hurt the baby. It's really gentle. And the cool thing is it has different levels here. So you can take this like little headpiece off and exchange it as your baby grows and as their nails mature, and kind of use that. It even goes all the way up to adults. So if you wanted to, you could even use it on yourself. And that's all I have kind of in the realm of keeping them warm and clean. And so with that, that is kind of my registry must-haves. Did I miss anything? What are your must-haves? Is there anything on here that you're like, nah, I wouldn't include it? Let me know down below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe. I'll have lots more videos coming your way every single Wednesday, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.